Hi, and welcome to the latest episode of Gina's Gems, where you get to meet the team behind the scenes. Today, I have the pleasure of speaking with Emily Harmon, one of our senior MMA ADL consultants out of Maine. Emily is here to drop some gems relative to effectively managing your leave vendor. Hi, Emily. Thanks for joining me today.
Hi, Gina. Nice to be here.
So would you mind sharing a fun fact with us before we get into it?
Sure. So my fun fact is I am an identical twin. And so my twin, although she lives 9 states away, we are best friends. We grew up together, and I'm even to the point where we would play tricks on our teachers growing up. She was always the math whiz, and I gravitated toward English. So we would swap the subjects that we preferred, and it seemed to work out really well for us. And I also have two twin boys. So definitely a twin family here.
So paybacks, baby.
Yeah, exactly. I'm in for it.
I love it. Well, thank you for sharing that. So, Emily, we know, everyone knows, COVID took a toll on all employers, but the impact was very much felt in the TPA world. Employees were taking more leaves than ever. TPAs themselves were struggling with their own employees on leaves, all of which led to staffing issues and an overall negative employee experience. So, can you expand a little bit on what you've seen with your clients?
Yeah, absolutely. I completely agree. I mean, navigating both the pre and post pandemic leave landscape for employers has really proven extremely challenging, just from an overall compliance, administration, and employee experience perspective. What we've typically seen is a lot of employers have historically gravitated towards that TPA for their unique ability to meet them where they're at and really tailor their program to the client's specific internal needs. But with this flexibility, a lot of vendors have really struggled with keeping up with the increase in leave requests and call volumes and high turnover and just really inability to retain some of that top talent. So that's really where we've come in.
And when we do come in, how do you and your team help navigate the relationship between the client and the TPA?
Yeah, so when a large employer works with a consulting partner like MMA, that's truly what we are. We're a partner and an extension of their benefits team. So, because of our relationship to the client and really our visibility into the TPA landscape overall, and just our experience and close partnerships working with TPAs on other client teams, it's really our job to ask the tough questions and challenge the vendors when needed. It's that outside perspective that really gives us the ability to work one-on-one with the vendor in support of our shared client, even leveraging things that we've seen work well on other client teams that might have experienced similar challenges or situations so that we can reach a solution that makes sense for everybody.
Yeah, we love a win-win.
Yep,
So I know
definitely one.
I know the approach that our team takes is really to become a true partner, as you said, with our vendors. And it's one of the crucial ways that we support and advocate on behalf of our clients. So tell me a little bit more about that.
Yep. So having worked on the TPA side myself, I do have the unique advantage of kind of understanding some of those internal challenges that our vendors have gone through historically. So most recently, I know we've seen it kind of crop up within the staffing and retention. So as consultants, it's just truly critical that we carry that lens into every interaction we have with the vendor. And we can really only be as successful to the extent that we're willing to partner with our vendor teams, since we all really share that common goal in servicing the client. So some of the things that we do is we'll just support them by asking the right questions, sometimes really challenging the vendor when they can't deliver or there's potentially some more difficult conversations that need to be have. And then overall, I mean, sometimes employers just really don't know the right questions to ask or how to ask them. And it can create a challenging conversation. So that's really where we can kind of step in and help navigate those conversations one-on-one behind the scenes to get to where we need to be in support of our client.
Yeah, so thank you for all of that. It's so interesting to hear, as you said, your unique perspective, having come from the TPA side and now being on the other side of the table. So I appreciate you being here today to share your insights. For those of you watching, if you're interested in learning more about how we advocate on behalf of our clients, you can reach out to me or Emily. And we hope to see you back here in 2 weeks for our next gem. Thanks, Emily.
Sounds good. Absolutely. Thank you.